Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy, the Knight of Justice, and I know, it's been a while, let's say like 3 weeks since my last video. Well, it's kind of a month since that was actually a live stream, but either way. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been going through some stuff in real life. I've been getting a new computer, getting stuff worked out, those kind of things, but now that we're back, I'm getting back into videos, and I'll be uploading a little bit more recently than I did previously. But with that, I'd like to thank all of you for watching my channel. If you like comics, mangas, anime, gamings, subscribe, like, and share with other friends, and enjoy the channel. But today, we're going to be going to like another character that's a little obscure to people that don't much know about within Digimon. And we're going to be discussing Victorygreymon, arguably the strongest of the Greymon types. And we're going to be seeing just how powerful Victorygreymon is within his own franchise. So, let's get going. So I bet many of you guys are wondering, who the hell is Victorygreymon? Well, Victorygreymon is part of a subspecies of Greymon types that are a lot similar to the ones that are in Digimon Saviors or in Digimon Data Squad, if you want to say that show. Digimon Data Squad version of the Greymon subspecies includes Agumon, Geogreymon, Rise Greymon, and Shine Greymon. Then you have Shine Greymon Burst Mode. But in Digimon Next, the same thing, the same evolutionary line appears, but it takes different routes. In this storyline, in Digimon Next, the manga, you have Agumon, Geogreymon, Rise Greymon, and his ultimate level, Victorygreymon. Now, Digimon Next is quite of an interesting manga. It definitely takes the route of most shonen anime or mangas that deal with the friendship type, overhyped and overpower boost they have. You know what I mean. Now, Victorygreymon, along with Vigtorygreymon, are a function known as the arbitrators. Now, what are the arbitrators? Now, long story short, the digital world in many incarnations of Digimon universe is run by a master computer known as Yggdrasil, basically the equivalent of a god. It is basically a host computer that sends avatars known as Yggdrasil 7-6D into universes to watch over them. In Digimon Next, Yggdrasil saw fit to create a failsafe in case it were ever corrupted or used against the digital world. Because there was not many Digimon that were able to go against Yggdrasil, so it basically gave it a fail-safe in case something were to corrupt it. These fail-safes are known as Victorygreymon and Vigtorygreymon, the arbitrators. When Bagramon fused with Yggdrasil of this universe, it took over its own power, and the two tamers known as Tatesumo and Yu were given the Digimon twin devices that allowed them to digivolve their partners into the arbitrators, Victorygreymon and Vigtorygreymon. They have the power to literally bring down God, or just Yggdrasil. Now, how strong would Victorygreymon be? Well, let's start with Bagramon and Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil is known as the host computer that watches over and guards the digital world and judges over it. It also has many avatars that can also be scaled from it. The digital world has stated many times to have an infinite number of parallel worlds and universes within it. So since he's able to maintain the balance and flow of the entire digital world, which houses infinite number of universes that exist within it, that's at least multiversal plus, since there's an infinite number of universes within inside the digital world. And plus, the digital world is on like a higher structure than the human world, and there's also layers within between the digital world and the human world. So the digital world can be scaled a lot more higher than this.
It is also said to be a being on par, if not superior, to the Homo sapiens, whose realm exists above space and time in a superdimensional space-time.
It is also said that Yggdrasil exists on a higher plane beyond the realms of the four holy beasts, who can create their own layers above the several more 2 to 3 more layers of the digital world. In the digital world, nature is no different than the world. The ether was consistently stated to be on a higher dimension that not even Yggdrasil can comprehend. So to get a better understanding, you have the physical world, a general term to represent the multiverse range where the humans exist. It is mostly a world made of matter, atom, molecules, etc., time, space, as well as the construct of the universe. In the layers, and in this layer, it is an infinite multiverse. Within this layer, there is an infinite multiverse. Then you have the dimensional barrier, a layer that exists between the physical world and the world of ideas. This barrier is actually a multi-layer world, 6 layers in all. It exists so that the worlds do not connect. If it were to fall, it begins to collapse and then the worlds will be destroyed. Sometimes the layers are able to weaken, and that's how they're able to interact with other worlds and connect to each other. Where these worlds overlap, they're called distorted regions, and depending on the instance of the distorted regions, there are consequences that have them to have vital results. In the world of ideas, you have to have possible the same as a quantum sea. It is basically a primordial world that gives birth to all worlds. And then you have the world of darkness, basically the dark area or the dark ocean. Then there's the world of light, which is the side of ideas. Then you have the digital world that stands on a layer above all of that. Then you have the realm of the holy beast, they're on a higher plane in the digital world that stands above this realm. And then there's the realm of Yggdrasil, also known as Paradise, Heaven, Eden, the Kernel, the System of Worlds, etc. So going off of this, Yggdrasil should at least be in those multiversal plus 2 high multiversal ranges, likely complex multiversal, going off of this. Then you have Vigtorygreymon, who is a member of the 7 Great Demon Lords, and the 7 Great Demon Lords are a multiversal constant, with their existence being tied to the Digimon, to the digital world itself. And their true forms of the Demon Lord are said to be supposedly infinitely greater than all their weaker forms combined. And then you have Victorygreymon, an arbitrator, who is able to not only kill Vigtorygreymon, but also kill Yggdrasil that was fused with Vigtorygreymon. So, going off of this, Victorygreymon would be scaled to multiversal plus 2, likely complex multiversal scaling off of that. But I would say it's be more likely for him to be multiversal plus 2 high multiversal plus going off of this. But you could possibly argue complex multiversal if you were to factor in the layers of the digital world. He was also able to, along with Victorygreymon, able to damage and stagger Neo. And Neo is said to be on a greater level than Yggdrasil and stronger than him. Plus, this same Neo was able to absorb Vigtorygreymon, who previously absorbed Yggdrasil. And at this point, Neo was able to merge with the entirety of the digital world. And with the help of his tamer and the rest of the crew, were able to pretty much get a friendship power boost and was able to defeat Neo by ramming him through and restore the digital world to what it formerly was. So, if we were to go off this, Victorygreymon should also be multiversal plus 2 high multiversal, likely complex, scaling off of Neo, Yggdrasil, and Vigtorygreymon. But if you want to take into account that he was also going to destroy true form Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil also emerged with the Mother Ether, who was going to destroy and affect all parallel worlds and infinite worlds, and instead be on a higher dimension consistently. So if you want to use that, you can scale Victorygreymon a lot more higher. Now, how fast is Victorygreymon? He should at least be immeasurable to high immeasurable, scaling off of Neo and Yggdrasil, and Neo was able to surpass time and space itself, so basically surpassing linear time, so that's at least immeasurable speed, and Victorygreymon was able to react to him and compete with him in combat, along with Yggdrasil and Vigtorygreymon too. So you can at least give him to immeasurable that way. Now, what are some of Victorygreymon special attacks and abilities? He had the Digimon Breaker, basically a historical sword technique in which Victorygreymon is able to polarize his target with his Digimon Breaker instead of slashing them. Trident Gaia. Victorygreymon is able to split his Digimon Breaker in half and attach it to his arms before gaining all his energy precise from the atmosphere and containing them into the tips of his swords, basically throwing at him just like Wargreymon Terra Force. You have his Victory Charge, his Victory Shield, his Acceleration Boost, Gaia Great Tornado, Curse Breath, Pit Crusher, and the Dark Fire. But now that we got that all out of the way, how strong Victorygreymon again? Well, he should at least be in those Multiversal Plus, 2 high Multiversal Plus ranges, likely complex,
if you factor in the many layers within the Digimon multiverse.
But that has been the video for today. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, also comment down below. If you enjoyed this content, if you want more videos, please hit the notification button for more videos. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.